Hello, maths lovers. Today I'll be explaining set operation using this particular question. You can see on your screen the question reads that in a survey of 219 newspaper readers, 181 of them read the Daily Times, 142 of them reads Guardian newspaper, 117 read Punch newspaper, and each read at least one of the three papers. Now, if 75 read the Daily Times and Guardian, 60 read the Daily Times and Punch, and 54 read the Guardian and Punch. Now we have to draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information, and two, we're asked how many readers read all three, and thirdly, we are asked to find exact two of those that read exact two of the newspapers, those that read exact one of the newspapers, and those that read only Guardian. So thank you very much as you put your pen and paper down to learn this with me this day. All right. So for those of you that have not subscribed to my channel, I'm saying please click on the subscription button. You don't have to pay. Click on like, click on share with your friends and family. So let's jump right into it. All right. So now, this is a question, like the question reads that we have 290 newspaper readers. So that number is the universal set. So in identifying the universal set, this is how we identify universal set. And this n here is just the number of that particular set. So there are 290, and sometimes it's called the cardinality of that particular set. 290. So according to the question, also we have the number of those that read Daily Times as 181. You can see with yellow color here, and we have those that read the Guardian. They are 142, and those that read Punch only were 117. Then we have the intersection, those that read both, that's two newspapers. So we have Daily Times and Guardian 74, Daily Times and Punch 60, Guardian and Punch 54. Now, those that read all three, like the question said that we should find how many that read all three. So we're not given, so I tag that as what? X. All right, so let's jump right into drawing the Venn diagram so that I see how it goes. Now, I need you to understand that since we have three subsets here. We have Daily Times, we have Guardians, and we have Punch, right? That means we're going to have three over, right? So now this is it. So this is a question. We have solution here. The first one is draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information. So I decide to bring this forward so that it will help us to construct, to draw the Venn diagram. Now, T here represents Daily Times, G is Guardian, P is Punch. Now, since we have three subsets, so we draw three circles intersecting each other, right? And finally, the last one intersects all three of the circles. Now, within the intersection, there's a particular point where you have all three of the circle intersecting each other. So that particular part is where we fix X to represent all three of the newspaper readers. Okay. Now, the intersection between Daily Times and Guardian, which is 74. It's indicated here, Daily Times. This is Daily Times. This is Guardian, 74. Also, this is Daily Times, and this is Punch, is what? 60. And also, this is what? Punch and Guardian, which is 54. Now, the thing is, we have X here. You're seeing X. You're seeing 75 minus X, right? And you're wondering, where is this one coming from? I understand. Now, the thing is, since if you look at this particular X here, right? X is within all the circle. Now I want this particular number to be to stand on its own, right? So I want to know the exact number of those that actually did just these two papers, right? The Daily Punch and the Guardian. So that means we're going to say 75 minus X minus those that all three, because all three is still within all the circles. Likewise here, we want to know exact those that read Yes, those that read Daily Times and Punch newspaper. So we're going to say 60 minus X, right? So that we pull out the Punch, Guardian out of it. And we do that for what? Guardian and Punch, so that we know those that actually read the intersection, the two papers, Guardian and Punch. All right. So that is it. So let's move forward to saying how it goes. Now, if you look at the initial number, right? Like I said, recall here that the total number of those that read are 181, which is very high, which is very high for this calculation. It's going to be very, very high for this calculation. So it will be realistic for us to reduce the number a bit, right? So what I decide to do is this, like we add this 75 minus X plus this X plus 60 minus X and equate it to the total of those that read the Daily Times. And likewise, we do the same for what Guardian newspaper. We have 75 minus X plus 54 minus X equal to what 142 for those that read the Guardian newspaper. And likewise, we have what 60 minus X plus 54 minus X equal to those that read the total of those that read what the Punch newspaper, which is 117. Beautiful. Now, this is the calculation. So I'm tagging this Daily Times as a small letter T to avoid confusion. Guardian a small letter G to avoid confusion, and Punch a small letter P to avoid confusion. So let's do it. So we have T plus 75. So the T here plus 75 minus X, 75 minus X plus this X, this is it, plus 60 minus X, this is it. All right, and it's equal to what the total, which is 181. Okay, beautiful. Now, 75 plus 60 gives us 135. Now, minus X plus S goes, right? It goes because minus X plus X is nothing, is zero. So we have this minus X left. So this crosses to the other side of the equation. We have 181 minus 135 gives us 46. Also, X crosses to the other side of the equation becomes plus X. So we have T for Daily Times as well, 46 plus X. So this is the exact number of those that read only Daily Times, like only Daily Times. Good. Now we repeat the same thing for Guardian. So Guardian 75 plus 54 gives us 109. And we take to the other side, we have 142 minus 129 gives us 13 plus X. And the same for Punch, 60 plus 54, 114. Take to the side, we have 3, and that's right. So the question now is, how many readers read all 3 of the papers? So remember, we have 46 plus X for those that read exact. Now we have 75 minus X for the intersection between Daily Times and Guardian, right? Then we have X, which is the one in the middle. Then we have 13 plus X as for Guardian, and 54 minus X as the intersection between 2. Then we have 60 minus X. And again, we also have 3 plus X as that of Punch. Right? We equate it to our universal set. This is going to give us the value of X for those that read all 3 of them. So what I decided to do is I added all the numbers, and we have 46 plus 75 plus 13 plus 54 plus 60 plus 3 give us a 150, 251 plus X. Because why is it X? It's X because X minus X here, right, is 0. We have X plus X, which is 2X minus X, 1X minus X again, 0 plus X. So we have this. So if this crosses to the other side, we have what 290 minus 251, which gives us 39. So this is the total of those that read all 3 of the papers. Beautiful. So let's move on. Now the C part of the question said we should calculate exact those that read exact 2 papers. So if you recall that X is 39 from our previous solution. So we have 75 minus X for those that are intersection between Guardian and Daily Times. 60 minus this, 60 minus X intersection between the Daily Times and Punch, and intersection between the Punch and Guardian, which is 54 minus X. So Now, since we have x here, so you replace all the x minus 39 gives us 36. 60 minus 39 gives us 21. 54 minus 39 gives us 15. So you add all these numbers and we have a total of what? 72. So those that read exact two papers are 72 of the 290 readers. Okay. Also, the next is those that read just one papers. We have G for Guardian 13 plus X, T for Times 46 plus X, and P for Punch. This. So we're going to add all of them and replace the X with 39, and we're going to get a total of 179. So that is that. All right. So that's the same thing I just did. I think it's just a recap. Okay. All right. So guardian alone is just we remember we have 30 x as 39. So G is for guardian is equal to what? 13 plus x. So replace your x with 39, you add all, and you have 52. So those that read guardian alone are just 52 of them out of the 290 readers. Now, this is Premium Math Tutor. I am truly happy that you stayed till the end of this particular video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.